Thursday, July 9th. About time we did a little garden review. Y'all pardon the air unit. It's a little steamy out here. Even though it's getting toward dark, we're still looking at probably high 80s. But I wanted to just let you in on my pole beans. We got them going. And that's that Louisiana purple pod. And pole beans take a lot of time and effort to stake them up, and this probably ain't the best way to do it, but I like using cane and bamboo, whatever, fence posts. You know, it holds up pretty good in the wind up here. But Louisiana purple pod pole beans, they run. They definitely need a trellis, but they are some of the heaviest producers. And if you keep them picked, which you will have to pick them every day or every other day at least, but I say every day, where the beans will still be tender. But if you pick them, man, they will keep rolling if you plant them in good soil. And this year I went all out. I planted them in the very best, richest soil, in my opinion, that I have on this property, and they have done really well so far. We've had 3 or 4 good messes off of them, and they're keeping rolling. And these are a dragon tongue. As you can see, they are they put out 2 flushes or 3 flushes maybe of beans, and they kind of start kind of dying off. And I planted them a little too thick, but they were a good tasting bean, and we're still getting a few off of them. As you can see, they're real neat looking, man. That's your dragon tongue. They're kind of an heirloom deal. And my turkey crawl pole beans, they take a long time to develop, it seems like, in this heat especially. But man, there's some good beans, and they're an heirloom. But man, there's some pretty plants. They just hadn't started putting off fruit yet. And but like I said, if you want to just grow beans for sheer production and heat tolerance, your Louisiana purple pod, man, are the truth. But also I wanted to shout out to these Keystone bell peppers. I've grown a few other varieties of bell peppers, but never the Keystone until this year. But it seems to be a heat tolerant bell. And we've had rain, excuse me, pretty good bit for this time of year. You know, it's been hot, but we've had the rain to counteract it. But it's about to start getting summertime. You're looking at high 90s next week, and that's about right for Alabama summer. And I'm sure it'll be that way till September. So we've had a little bit of a break, and it's been a blessing. But it's still been real hot. It's just not the extreme heat. But that's some kind of crazy melon. I thought it was a hell's best. There's some seeds I saved from a year or 2 ago, and you know, I'm kind of a fanatic, but dude, that's what we're looking at. I don't even know how to describe that. So we'll see what's up. We've had good tomato production. We had about 2 weeks worth of hellacious aphid activity, and anybody that's ever dealt with aphids, which I've been lucky enough to not have them, but anybody that's dealt with them knows they can be a pain. And my buddy Mike put me on a recipe that if you mix it up, they won't stay on there too long. And it's actually calls for like a gallon of water, which I've started using rainwater out of my bucket, out of my rain barrel. A gallon of water, then you use about 5 tablespoons of Dr. Bronner's soap, magic soap, which we got the peppermint soap, so that's pretty cool because insects hate that. Then you put a little bit of Dawn, like a tablespoon of Dawn dish liquid, which is optional, and then a little bit of cooking oil, like a tablespoon or 2, and I actually put some cinnamon in mine. And you just got to really douse the plants, but I wouldn't advise it during the day. Like, don't do it at noon when the sun's boiling down on them. because it can burn them. I usually do that at like early in the morning before I go to work if you gotta spray them, just because it's so hot. But I wanted to brag on this plant. There's old boy down the road, and he always puts out some real good plants that he starts in his greenhouse. In the last few years I've got some plants from him, and this is a black Krim heirloom, and this thing is just massive. I mean, it's not the prettiest plant. Like I said, they went through some tough aphid activity, but we've been trying to just stay the course. Yeah, bird will get you, you little shit. But we're trying to stay the course and keep them rolling. But I want to brag on this black Krim. Like I said, old Danny puts out some good plants, and this one's just going wild. I mean, this looks like something they grow out there in Pacific Northwest, you know what I mean. But we've been blessed with good production. Like I said, I planted a little late this year, but everything's looking right. If we can make it this far, I think we can hold out to get us some of that desert stuff right here. It's that little Desert King. Late melons this year, but kind of by design. We wanted to have some toward the end of the summer. But man, it's just pumps me up to be able to get out here and grow stuff and share it. And like I said, I don't take none of the credit. It's all divine power, and it's a gift to be able to have dirt to plant in. But I just wanted to give an update on it. Y'all have a good day. Peace.